Welcome to At Your Library. I'm your host, Cathleen Clifford. After the holidays are finished and the nights are cold and dark, it sounds like the perfect time to me to snuggle in with Groton Public Library's Winter Reading. Joining me today are two of our incredible librarians, Anne Campbell and Popinchalk, to tell you all about our Winter Reading Bingo contest.
Yes, so
welcome.
Kathleen.
So much fun.
I know. So program begins on January 3rd for everybody to come on in. So you can pick up your bingo board here at the library. You can also print it out online if you're not coming in.
Oh, okay, so if it's too cold and snowy and we want to get started, we can print it out online?
And for our snowbirds too. So
do you have to sign up, put your name in anywhere officially?
Not really. There's a spot for your name here, but we don't keep track of you until the end when you want to turn your board in.
So at the end, that's when we need our name in.
We're going old-fashioned here, folks.
Yes.
This is paper, in person. You can get the board online, but we're not doing any electronics. So
Nope.
I kind of like that, you know?
Yeah.
We're going to be old school, we're going to be on the couch, we're going to be snuggled
be
in, we're going to have
cozy.
our books,
Exactly.
and we're going to maybe win a prize.
yeah,
Hopefully,
yeah.
yes.
So what kind of,
Name of the game is bingo, so you want to try and get a vertical, horizontal, or diagonal, 5 books, or activities. There are 4 activities on there. So some of the ones we have are, we talk about new beginnings a lot in January, about a do-over or a fresh start. One of them is wintry scene on the cover, participate in a library program, so you can just pop in and you already have one box checked. A book borrowed from the library, so you can shop our staff picks area over here. So yeah, there's lots of ways to check off your bingo board.
great, it should appeal to everybody.
Everybody, yeah.
Now this is an adult program?
It is, yes.
Okay.
18 and up.
18 and up. Okay, this is great because, you know, we do so many programs for our little guys and we have a lot of teen programs going on, but sometimes it's just nice to have something for the adults, especially after we all worked so hard during the holidays.
Yes.
Prizes, what kind of prizes can we win? I like a
Prizes.
prize.
Yes, we have some of them right here on the table. So with if you get one bingo, you get this lovely mug, which has our Groton Public Library. Find your way to the Groton Public Library camp mug.
Perfect for some hot tea,
Hot tea,
cocoa,
cocoa.
maybe a
Coffee.
or a toddy.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So
books.
yes. Oh, that's right. We didn't talk about the books.
So when you first sign up, when you come in to get your bingo card, we'll give you what we call an advanced reader copy of a book. So it's a free paperback book. Some of them have not even been published yet, so you get to read them first.
Nice.
So that's your sign-on bonus for signing up. And then after you complete the bingo, you can come in and get a mug, and then you can keep
There's
reading.
more. So if you're not satisfied with just one bingo and you want to keep going, you get a raffle ticket for each bingo that you complete. So you can even do the blackout, do the whole board,
the
depending
whole
on how
board.
ambitious you are. And those get entered into a grand prize drawing at the end. So by the 28th, you have to turn in your board, February 28th. So you get 8 whole weeks to read as many.
So we start right in January, right
So
in the beginning of the
January 3rd
year.
through February 28th.
January 3rd, February 28th.
Yep.
Read a minimum of 5 books. Keep
get them.
track. Print out your bingo board or come in and pick one up. You get a free book just for signing up. And if you complete one bingo, you get this amazing mug and an opportunity to win even more prizes.
Absolutely.
Now, here's the thing, me personally. After the holidays, I'm broke. I spent all my money on presents, and nobody ever buys me books. Nobody. I don't know why. So how can we get these books? Like, obviously everybody knows you can come to the library and check out a book, get a library card. What else? How else can we get these books?
Well, the library card, that's the key. So
Okay.
for people who don't know, you need to get a library card. And this is not open just for Groton residents. If you live in New London or Waterford, you can still participate. But you have to get your library card from the town that you live in. And once you do that, you can use it for lots of things. So for our library, you can sign in and get ebooks. We've got a couple of different platforms, right?
we
We've
do.
got the brand new statewide platform. It's called Palace. And then Kathleen actually administers the other Libby
Ebooks.
program.
So we have our Libby program, which formerly known as Overdrive. And for those of you who don't know, I actually order those each month. So if there's a title you'd like that it's lacking. So we do ebooks and audiobooks through this platform. Feel free to give me a call, send me an email, or come into the library and put a recommendation in. I do my best to fulfill most of the needs. I have explored the Palace app, which is the state library's app, and I found it very easy to use. I was a little worried. I know I have some patrons that are not as familiar with technology, and we work together, and I found it very intuitive and had a great selection. So I just want to talk one thing about the library card. So once you get your library card from your library, or you would like a Groton library card, you still don't have to come into the library. All you have to do is go onto our website under How Do I and fill out your library card application, and we will email you your card number, and we'll put it in the mail for you.
That's great.
So we really try to make things as easy as possible for people to use the library without even having to step out. However, if you like an old-fashioned book, you want to hold it in your hands, and you still can't get out, we'll deliver it to you.
That's
Yes, we
right.
will. We have a delivery service, and we will bring it in. So just feel free to call the library at any time we're open, speak to our amazing reference librarians, and we'll get you all hooked up.
Absolutely.
When we come back, we're going to talk about 2023 library programs, things we offer, what to look for in the new year. Please stay with us.
Great having you.
Incredible women.
I wish they had those kind of cool careers for women when we were growing up.
So in this flashback, we're all the same age?
Yeah.
What does everyone want to be when they grow up?
If I say 2 jobs, do I get extra credit?
No.
I want to make immersive video games. I want to revolutionize 3D printing. I want to analyze data from the cloud.
I want to be a meteor.
You mean meteorologist?
No.
That's great, Al. Follow your dreams.
For the record, I was a baby in the 70s.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
Welcome back to At Your Library. We've been talking about our winter reading program with our librarians, Anne and Kara, and now we're going to talk about our programming that is up and coming in 2023. So I'm going to turn it over to Anne and Kara to tell you about the things to look forward to and how to find them.
Okay. All right.
Lots to look forward to.
Good,
We've got
so
some
much.
special cozy programs, but I want to plug our regular programs. So I have a
absolutely.
list here because there's so many of them and people don't know about them. So we have a brand new club that we have a monthly spice club. So with the spice club, you pick up a mystery spice in a bag at the beginning of the month and come back take it home and be creative and come back with whatever you've made with it and share the food. And I have not been able to work that night, but I hear it's amazing.
And it's on Wednesday nights.
Wednesday
Wednesday
nights,
night
usually around the
program.
middle of the month. So you come, share your food. If you can't attend, you can also send Kim Ballantyne, who's the coordinator of this program, an email of your dish that you created, and she'll share them out too.
Oh,
So,
nice. That's
One of
fantastic.
the great things now that COVID, we're not over, but we get to gather again, which is very exciting.
I love all the
Very
amazing
exciting,
smells that
yeah.
come out of that program.
Yes,
It's so
I know.
wonderful.
And so we have the Spice Club, which is a monthly program, and we also have monthly movies. There's a Monday matinee, and then there's sometimes an evening, sometimes a Saturday program that's more family oriented. The matinees are for adults, not. Maybe some of them are R-rated. I'm not
Well,
sure.
No,
I don't
they're
think so.
PG-13.
PG-13,
so-
but
And they're
they're-
usually new to DVD.
Right.
So they're not, still in the movies, but they're not old either.
Right.
They're pretty.
We have a great sound system in our meeting rooms, and we set it up. And so those are Monday matinees. And then I said, some family programs in the evening or Saturdays. And then we run a monthly book club in person on the second Tuesday of every month at 6:30. And we have different books for each month. But for January, it's a reader's choice. So if you're joining our winter reading program and you want to just come and talk about what you've been reading and hear what other people have been reading, that's a great opportunity to come in. So that's
That really is, and you
January
know
10th.
when you're out of ideas, or you're looking for a new author, or you're just really interested in what other people are reading, this is the perfect month to do it.
I think you even picked book club books after having those talks, right?
We
For the
have,
future.
yeah. So if
Great.
you'll bring in some stuff. So that's our monthly programs. And our special programs, so we're getting cozy. So when I think of cozy, I think of tea
I think of tea, yes.
and baking, and two of our big programs that we have coming up, one in January, we're going to have a literary tea party on a Saturday, January 14th. So that's adults, and we're going to have literary teas and things to eat, and maybe a visit from the Mad Hatter. I don't know.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
And then with the baking in February.
Yes, that one's end of February. So actually, I think that's the last day of winter reading.
The
It's
last
February
day of winter
28th
reading.
at 7 p.m. We're going to be having the Great British Bake Off tour. So we have a lovely presenter who's going to be telling us all about the show. If you guys are fans, you'll know. And then some of the, I guess it would be desserts that are popular in Britain. So she goes through like where they come from and a little bit of the history there. So
And that's a Zoom program,
It is,
so you
yeah.
can watch it from the comfort of your home. We're hoping that we'll be able to have it broadcast here so we can join, but you have to stay tuned for that. So that's a Zoom program. And then along with Zoom, because February, it's a short month, but it's a cold month, we have several other Zoom programs going on. We've recently collaborated with the other area libraries to offer some programs. In February, we have the Founding Mothers. It's President's Month, but we have a presenter who's going to talk about some of those first ladies who made a difference. And that is on Wednesday the 15th. And then on Tuesday the 21st, again, a Zoom meeting, the Golden Age of Television.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
that sounds
for
fascinating.
the history of how television began and some of the shows. And you can sign up with all of those programs on our website, on our calendar.
Excellent.
so those are
So
cozy.
I am actually going to be involved with a program this year. You know, I don't do too many of those, so of course I get very excited. So this February, we're going to do a expanded version of Blind Date with a Book. So for those of you who don't know what Blind Date with a Book is, we take books and we cover them and put a few little clues to guess what you might get. But this year, because the subscription box services have become so popular across, we've decided to combine the two together, and everybody can sign up for a book. You'll give us things you like how racy or spicy you want it, or if you want it to be a love story with no murder, or, you know, we'll kind of give you some genres to choose from, and then you'll get your book in a sweet little box with some few items to keep you cozy and feeling loved in February. So keep your eyes open for Blind Date with a Book subscription box.
Love that. I'm definitely signing up.
Yeah.
Now, we just put a lot of information out, and I don't expect our viewers out there to be with a pen and pencil. So how can they find out? What's the best way to find out what's going on here in the library?
Well, we are going to be having an updated newsletter coming in January. So that's one
Okay.
thing. So we're definitely be outlining more of our services and things that the library offers and that. And then we do have a calendar that's going to be an extra subset of that. So, but that's available in person here at the library, and online you can sign up for our newsletter.
So I think that's really important, because, you know, we're talking to people that are home watching us on their computer or their TV, and they're in their jammies and they don't want to go out in the snow, but they want to know what's going on. You can sign up for our catalog online,
Absolutely.
and it comes through your email.
It does.
Just that easy?
Just that easy.
How do we do it?
So you go to our website, grotonpl.org, and you'll go to How Do I? And then there'll be a spot that says sign up for the newsletter. And all you have to do is put in your name, email address, and hit sign up. And that's it.
That's fantastic. I don't think enough people know about that.
No.
No, a lot of people don't.
And our
Yeah.
website, which I think it's really important to make sure that it's grotonpl.org, because for those who don't know, there are Groton, Massachusetts, Groton, New Hampshire, and even a Groton, Vermont. So
And
you
Groton,
want to
New
make
York.
sure that the website you're at is Groton, Connecticut, because that's where all the amazing things are happening.
Exactly.
I can't speak for the other libraries.
And you can tell because it's got a picture of the outdoor of our library.
Yes.
you
Right.
know. And also from there, if you're cozy and you don't want, but there's also some databases that we have on the website. And you can also sign into your account, because the other question that I get is, I read this book, but I don't remember what it was. So there is a way on the catalog you can access your account, find out what you have checked out. You can renew online.
You can.
When you talk about find free as well, but you can also check a box which will show your history of what you've read.
Yes.
So you can go back and say, oh, that's the book I looked for, because that question comes up a lot.
So I think it's really important to know that you have to choose to sign up for your history to be turned on, and it starts from the minute you click that box. And fortunately, it doesn't show the past because we want to protect everybody's privacy, so we give everybody the right to turn that off on their own. And something that Anne just touched upon is we are now a fine-free library. We are completely fine-free. We do charge if, you know, your new puppy takes a bite out of your book, or, you know, you left it on the train and you just can't find it. So we will ask you, you know, to pay for a replacement copy. But if your book's a little late and you're feeling very stressed out about that, please don't. Please just bring it back, and there'll be no fines or fees attached whatsoever. We'll still send you those reminder notices and let you know, hey, you all done with this book, things like that. But you know, life is very difficult, and if the library can be a kind, gentling, welcome place for people, that's what we want. And through our programs, through our staff, through our circulation, you know, Groton Public Library is all about a warm hug.
So I do have a question about the fine freeze. If there's somebody on hold for the book, is there another notice that comes out and says, you know, you really need to bring this back because people are waiting?
Yes, that's a great question, because with people not having the fines, they might be tempted to keep it a little longer. Every time a book's on hold, if the book is even once the book is 1 day late, we actually give them a call. We send them a little email, and some people prefer to read that, but we still we give a little call and say, hey, you know, just a gentle reminder, you have this book and someone else is waiting. If you could bring it back as soon as possible, that would be really great. 9 out of 10 times the book comes back within 24 hours. So we definitely follow up on our late books. We want our books back, that's the goal, but we don't want people to be afraid to come back in the library because they owe us money.
We're
It's
not scary librarians.
never a problem here, but absolutely, yes, we do. And you know, we have these really popular books, and we do make them 10 days sometimes, and the reason we do that is because there's 10 or more holds on them, and we think they can be read in 10 days. Yep, and if you can't read it in 10 days, you can let us know, hey, this was ridiculous, you know, and we'll put you on hold again. But we try to make the books available for the most amount of people.
And Kathleen had mentioned that she takes requests for books on our Overdrive and our ebooks, and we take requests from patrons as well. If there's a book that you want that we don't have, we'll either try to get it from another library within our consortium or through the state, or we'll buy it for you as your taxpayers.
Absolutely.
We want you to have what
We
you
like
need.
to know what people want, so let us know.
Exactly. We're a library for you. And your library card is good at every public library in the state of Connecticut as well. Just that's a really nice thing that not all states offer.
People don't know how important that library card is. But in addition to our website, we do have social media presence. We've got several avenues. So we have a Facebook account.
We do, yep, and an Instagram
And
as
an
well.
Instagram account. And we have our GMTV is on our YouTube account. And all those icons are on our website, which is grotonpl.org. So you can get to there and sign up for that, because it's always the postings are fun.
Yes,
Absolutely.
And so we're going to be reading and listening. We talked about reading, but there's also audiobooks that we have and playaways, and we've got some literary-based programs. But we've also got some hands-on, because when I think cozy, I think of, not that I do it, but knitting, and so we've got.
Yeah, so we're going to be introducing a fiber arts group. So fiber arts could be anything from knitting, crocheting, embroidery, whatever you're into. It's the space for you to come in and craft. So we're going to try and run it in an afternoon and an evening session as well. Dates to be determined. So.
And the library has an art cart that we're going to open up for people to come if you're just feeling creative and you want to color something, or just to sit. It's such a warm place. It's such a great meeting space that we want you to be here and be comfortable.
Be part of our community.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
So as always, you can come into our library. You can call us. You now know you can sign up for our newsletter online and get all the information from our website. But please utilize the Groton Public Library in 2023. Thank you so much for being with me today. And as always, thanks for checking in.